So here's a posing analysis of one of the practices before I turned pro this year. Here I'm focusing on my leg posing. The upper body is the easy part. So I close my eyes here because I want to try and really get inside of what I'm doing in terms of contracting with the motions of the legs, and then I'm opening my eyes to see if it matches what I'm seeing in the mirror. So I'm basically just ingraining muscle memory. Here I'm quarter turning, trying to sustain aesthetics in a side V taper. Glutes were cut there, that was pretty remarkable. Here I'm getting into the side relax, which is a combination of creating a silhouette as well as definition. So I drop the arm a little bit to kind of show the offstage pec a little more. Here I'm sustaining that asymmetrical posing. So the whole time I want to look aesthetic. There I kind of went into a little bit of a lean back. Once again, quarter turn, making the waist look smaller while making the shoulders look broad and showing no signs or areas of weakness. Here I'm pulling up the trunks a little bit because my glutes are coming in and I want to be able to see them. Look nice and full from this side. Obliques are there. Maintaining the posture. Now the transition, so there's no gaps. This is great. See, now I'm leaning more towards my left leg to create more of a aesthetic look, which is basically the golden ratio of shoulder to waist ratio. So here we're sitting on the legs in front relax. Now I go into my David pose, which is a transition, and I'm trying to show as much definition on the lead leg as possible. And then I'm twisting, kind of playing with the pose to see what angle looks best, because it's kind of it's still a process, you know. And on one angle you may look good, other angle you may look a little different, and you have to decide which is better for you. And you also correlate that with what judges say after the show. So it's kind of a constant evolving process and science. So here I'm noticing it looks like I don't even know what that muscle is. I guess that's my TFL, but it looks kind of pretty hypertrophied. So I was pretty astounded by that. Here I'm sitting back. I'm sitting back. I'm pre-stretching my glutes a little bit to show that, and then I bring the arm and roll it around. I'm staying compact. I have my on-stage leg internally rotated so I can make it look thicker and just a greater leg sweep. And there I'm trying to squeeze my glutes in an anterior pelvic tilt position. There's an aesthetic transition into a side relaxed. It's a difficult thing here to not only show definition but also maintain muscularity and fullness. So that's the balancing act that comes with posing. Here I'm trying to get high and tall and wide, but also want to whittle the waist down. There's my little transition. And then I'm setting up for my back double bicep here. Let's set it up. Kind of corkscrew that leg down to really try and get the hamstring out. And then I just hit it without really thinking much about it. And I'm squeezing my glutes the whole time. Right there I'm squeezing my glutes. Bring it around, roll it around, crank down. Oh, that's nice. Now we're going to sit down. Roll it around, get high and tight and full, maintain aesthetics but stay compact. Look bigger than what you really are. That's the art of posing. It's the illusion. It's angles, and it's reading your body and finding the strengths that are your own best strengths. So here on this pose, I'm keeping everything tight. We're contracting the lower body as well, the glutes, everything. The whole idea is to not look smooth for even a second, which takes a lot of metabolic work. You can see I'm already starting to sweat. There's a little bit of a glisten or a little bit of a sheen or shine. That's sweat. Most abdominal shot, exhale, blow it out, which is basically posterior pelvic tilt, which is what the rectus abdominis does to the pelvis when it contracts. You can't tell from that angle, but if you looked at me from the side, you'd be able to see my lower back was flattened. So I'm a little fatigued. I went through the posing, but this is what it takes to do well on stage. You have to be able to endure. Now this is a little bit of a better angle here, and plus I'm pumped. You can see I'm actually a little more pumped. Now I'm sacrificing a little bit of leg fullness here because I'm trying to play with the leg position to really try and have a good V taper there, and it's a work in progress. You know, we'll come back to the leg position in the future and kind of shore that up. See, I'm constantly checking. See, I'm kind of cranking the glutes there. You can see I'm trying to be able to sustain the muscle memory to where I know I'm holding them the whole time. Yeah, much fuller. I want to get in better lighting here, so I kind of took a step back. That's a nice pose right there, very classical. I'm getting wide from the side position, but I'm losing my aesthetics there. But that's okay. That's what this practice is for. You notice those little mistakes, those little errors, and it's good to, you got to be honest and accountable. You got to be honest with yourself, and you get better that way. There we go. Get wide. All right, step up a little bit. There, the hamstrings coming there. That's good. It's a good leg position. Christmas trees there. Yep. So I'm playing with the leg positions. Now I'm going into a little bit of a classic pose there. Constantly trying to find better leg positions from the rear poses to bring out the hamstrings. So that's why I kind of change up from time to time just to see. So I have my standard of poses, but within the standard, I always try and explore and see if I can find new, better ways to do it. Which surprisingly, I typically do find. See, now I'm kind of tilting a little bit because it looked good. I wanted to try and see if I can get a little fuller. Can I look bigger in this pose than I already look? I'm holding onto the glute there, but I'm not over holding it, so I maintain a, see, I vacuumed. I didn't just crunch down on that. I actually hit a semi-vacuum, which takes a lot of coordination because you're doing two muscle actions at once, which is what posing is. It's doing multiple muscle actions from different muscle length positions at once and making it look fluid and natural. It's hard to hold the legs here because you're raising your center of gravity, but the hands overhead, and then your posterior tilting and your abs are contracting, which I think you actually lose leverage on your hip flexors from that position. Yeah, I'm just checking the leg. I'm looking at the position and I'm trying to take mental notes so moving forward I can remember this.